Hello and welcome to Matchday 2 of Simulation Soccer League. Wait, is that our name? I forgot. It is our name. Yes, it is. I'm here, I'm Jiggly, and I'm here with Project Saint.
And yes, this is Simulation Soccer League, Jiggly.
You know, I don't pay too much attention to most things, but you know what? When we're here, I will be absolutely paying attention to the game. Unfortunately, I have no clue what game is first because we have a schedule that is on the that is the one that is handed out. But sometimes Football Manager does things in different order, and we do have the first one on the list as the first game up. It's Athena versus Catalonia. What do you think about this one?
It's going to be a very interesting game. Athena coming off a 4-0 trouncing of Tokyo, and well, they're pretty well balanced as well. Gintonic is currently the top scorer, coming off with 2 goals, but also laying down quite a lot of passes as well. Coming off of a 95.74 passing percentage. Other goal scorers are Aries Snooks and Icarus Isosceles as well. Catalonia, on the other hand, is the other team that's been wiped out 4-0. But there's still hope. Gunnarsson is considered the best player, and Roger Busquets as well as Stojakovic, both coming off of a 47% passing percentage. So there's still hope for the team out of Spain, an expansion team as well.
It's really interesting because I thought that we were about to start and then we weren't.
Oh, come on.
It's still not going yet. I guess just overall going into this week, who are you looking at?
Going over into this week, part of me is looking over well, in this game in particular, I'm looking at more Catalonia, seeing how they would come right back up. Obviously they have Gunnarsson at the helm, and I think he would still do very well. He'll pick himself up. But the key people in terms of the defense, Zerdan, Xhaka, Joko Judison, and Vince, as well as Roger Busquets. All of them will have to come up much better. And Anderson Stojakovic as well.
I will say,
yeah.
I was going to say, in terms of just this week as a whole, it looks like we are going into the game soon. But this week as a whole, I'm looking at Hollywood right now because they have a 3 forward front, which is very confusing for most of these teams to have because there's not very many teams that have good enough defenders to handle 3 attackers at once. And especially when you have most of this league is using wingbacks, it's using marauding fullbacks, and these defenses are going to leave 2 people in the back, and they're going to be going up against 3 forwards who are going to be staying up. So it's going to be very concerning when that shows up. But first up, we do have Athena versus Catalonia. So we'll see what happens here as Catalonia kicks it off.
Yep, and immediately we're going to see a very interesting game. As we said earlier, the main thing for Catalonia is to pick right back up and make sure that what happened last time is wiped off their memories. What happened against Hollywood is by the by. And so in terms of their strikers, in terms of their forwards, you want them to get a goal in. You want to see you're gonna want to see McFred popping in on the score sheet. Tim Sinclair as well, if possible.
As Athena has it moving forward over the left wing. Joker's looking for a spot to cross.
They already loaded up in the box as well. As Isosceles holds the ball, Gintonic blocked it off. Oh. And into Rosie, that ball goes. Read that's Lignason. Well, yeah, good opening attack from Athena, looking to continue from the rampage last time. Now, there will be a moment I have to say his name, so get out of the way. But Do you think a single top of Fazberry G Fuel Energy Formula, the official drink of esports, do you think he'll pop up on the score sheet?
He's a defender, so likely no.
Yeah, true, but defenders can come in for set pieces.
Isosceles sends it up to Gin Tonic. Gin Tonic is in on goal, and Gunnarsson saves it out wide. And that's going out for a corner.
Gunnarsson, and just showing why he's valued already. Why Catalunya went to get him out.
Spooks has it. Snooks has it has it in the corner, but it's very easily sent out. But Ligmanen is looking to bring it back in. The danger is not clear. In fact, it's right back. Stojakovic finally actually clears it this time.
Nothing much out of that corner, which is a big shame. Snooks going in very low and just easily picked up by Catalunya. Right now, though,
as Catalunya is pushing it around in the back, you know, I don't really know what they're. We've already talked about this many times before about the idea of trying to use like quality tactics in a league like this. So I'm not quite sure how well this is going to work out for them.
True, we have talked about. It's still early days, so you're gonna have many random moments, but it's gonna pick up. Like I believe it has already started to pick up a bit in quality. So we are getting some good passing going on right now. So right now Okamoto out on the wing. Then Catalunia's pick up from Tokyo. As she goes in for the cross. Fred, needed to dip it down a little bit more. Goes for a goal kick. So then Jiggly, what do you think so far of early encounter?
I mean, there's really not much going on. Like, to be honest, like I you know, the reason why I haven't spoken that much right now is that there's not really much to talk about. G Fuel has it on the wing here. To Lamb, but they're very clearly covering up down there. They did get a chance right there with Isosceles, but that's not troubling Gunnarsson too much. What we're seeing here is Catalunya is essentially just like collapsing into the box.
Very defensive. Well, you say not much. I see quite good amount of pressure being displayed by FNI. A lot. They're getting the defenders in, and they're getting good pass and play as Isosceles comes in. Great ball to Adnovic, and G Fuel out on the wing. And numbers are collapsing in. Adnovic gets the header. Oh, Gunnarsson can only pat it away. And now it's out for a corner. Good. Nukes sets himself up. And it's a bit loose again. Catalunya easy clears that one. End of play there.
And Catalunya has this corner.
Yep. Vin comes in.
Oh,
went in deep. Joku Julisen with the first goal for Catalunya. The first goal in the SSL in the history. Write that right into the history books. First goal scorer for Catalunya, game 2.
Well, I don't really know how he got to it. The ball was just sort of there.
Hey, put the ball in. Pray for numbers to come through, and Julie was right there to sweep up for Catalunya.
There are a couple of Atheni defenders that should have done something and didn't really pop up to block that. As Catalunya now has it in the back.
Yep. Okamoto passes it right back to Xhaka, who sends it deep to McPossum. He brings it right back, but there are numbers also in the box. McPossum, Anderson gets the better, but Okamoto gets another chance. That's cleared away though, and it's a nice ball. Yep, that's the end of the first half as well.
So that was the first half. What do you think going into the second half?
Yep, I think, well, it definitely exploded towards the end, and whilst Afanai did get some good chances there, Gunnarsson really did prove his worth out there. But all in all, I think currently Catalonia, they're playing their hearts out, and that set piece, that corner, they took their chance with a 50-50. Catalonia has not been wasteful with their chances.
Yeah, that was really just like a chance out of nowhere, and I don't know if we're gonna see that sort of same chance happen again for Catalonia, but we'll see how that works out in the second half as it already is kicked off as Athena is pushing it around the back. So it looks like Athena is working a bit slower as well. How do you think that this sort of like defensive tactic is working out for both of these teams?
I think it works out much better for Catalonia since they have been set in very defensively. But Afnai taking a more defensive stance isn't what I expected, since their current path has been producing results. So it's gonna be very interesting, so to say.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of defenders already back there for Catalonia whenever Athena has the ball in their half. As they're moving it forward, they're not exactly moving it forward, they're just moving it around. They should be very content to hold on to this lead, especially if their defense can hold up like this. But it's moving forward. Fred finds McPossum. McPossum is in on goal, has a chance, flicks it over.
Ooh, went wide.
Goes just wide as McPossum has a great chance.
Yep, that's a little bit wasteful there. I think he tried to go for the chip or for the outplay, but just wide on the one-on-one, had to at least get on target.
Lamb sends it over to G Fuel, who's been involved a bit more on the right wing than I'd expect it to be. And he sends it into Adnovic, but like there's so much yellow in the box. It's hard to get around that, and that's cleared out.
Yeah. Catalonia won in a 4-3-3, really making good use of things.
And they're staying extremely compact. I think that McPossum gives up the ball in a terrible play. It's Gorkov to Gintonic.
Ooh, bit sloppy there.
Isosceles gets free a bit, and he takes the shot. Gunnarsson sends it wide.
Oh, Gunnarsson, I feel, has kept it the clean sheet so far.
There's the corner. That is easily taken out of the box, but it doesn't look like anybody's following up on it, though. As I said before, I think Catalonia is content to just put every single player in the box.
Yep.
And just defend.
This defensive style for them really working out. And can you blame them right now? You can say it's boring or so. I think it is very, very good.
Oh, Isosceles gets over Vins, and it's a tie game.
Oh, shut me up right there. After I caught him right through and found a gap to Isosceles.
Oh, as we see here, the throw in as Gintonic to Joker right on that corner of the box, and it looks like Vins just got off of Isosceles enough to let him get up and get that header in on goal.
Yeah, Vins caught the lack in there. And yes, tie game.
And it looks like obviously they're going to continue with their style because it's not really the way that GMs send in their tactics doesn't exactly change throughout the game. So we're going to continue to see this sort of defensive style, but Catalonia needs to get a goal soon. Or at least they need to look a bit more convincing on the attack. And well, there's one way to do it is a ball is sent way overhead to McPossum. He's the only guy there. And that's saved.
Ooh. McPossum has been beating those traps Afnai has been setting, and he has really been making his presence known.
Which is incredibly interesting because McPossum is a midfielder, as you see there on the lineup there. Kind of confusing. Yeah. Fred is actually their striker. There's a dangerous free kick here. Possum puts it into the box. Somebody's got to get to it. Stojakovic with a very slow rolling shot that's easily cleared right in front of the line. But there's still a chance here for Catalonia. They have the ball. And that's sent overhead. And it looks like Joker's going to get to it first. That's out for a throw. Or a free kick. It was offside.
Yeah. Well, you're damn right on that part. I think it's the case that McParson's playing as a second striker.
Like looking at his position, I mean, he's playing. He's listed as a Metsala, which means he's going to be looking for some of those outside lines there. But it's very interesting to see McPossum making a lot of runs forward. Not really expecting that too much.
That actually explains a bit more then.
Adnovic. Back to Joker. Looks like Athena is trying to find some way around the defense at the moment. And it looks like they did, Adnovic, but he might be offside. Is he still on?
Oh.
Well, the ball's in. The ball's in, but we got to look for the. We got to look for, and I believe there's the flag.
Yep. Oh.
He looked. He could not. Yep. You see the line there. Fairly offside. He could not have gotten that free if he wasn't offside.
Unfortunate for FNI.
As they thought they won it.
I thought they could have won it.
And now Catalonia probably with the last attack of the game. Though it might just go wasted if they can't really, turn around. Moving backwards here. As it's on the left wing, Pop-Tart to Vince, but that goes out, and that is it. That is the end of the game. It ends level at 1. Catalonia blows. I think I can't really name an MVP, but unfortunately, I can name the opposite of that. Vince kind of dropped the ball for them.
Yeah. Oh, I have to admit, Vince apparently did play rather well for the most part, but his slip up against Isosceles did lead to that goal being conceded. Juliusson did play very well, and so did Gunnarsson, I believe. Outside of that 1v1 that Vince should have won, in my opinion, Gunnarsson, I would say, should be the MVP. Although it does go to Isosceles of Athenai.
Although I wouldn't say that Vince's assist did much. That was some weird marking. Somehow the ball got through. But we got a new game up next. It's Cairo versus Montreal. What do you think about this one?
Well, Cairo will be relying on Franco Torres, who was an absolute beast last season. And I think he should come up strong. He already came up with a goal. But the question is, will the rest of the team come up for Cairo? Meanwhile, Montreal has hit the ball running with 3 different scorers. Namely in Kisbeth, Lockyer, and Biscuit. With aforementioned Kisbeth being...
Oh, there's an early chance here as Torres has it. In the box. He doesn't really have any friends here. Sends it to the other side of the box. Very fluid for a team that has no options up there.
No, they have one option. It's called Torres.
Who has no options to pass it around. Somehow very fluid passing in there with not very many people there.
I can see. Fair. We'll see, though. We'll see. Currently, Nevin Kisbet is currently leading the league in expected goal outcome with 1.92 after that 3-1 win that they came off of. I believe that came. That 3-1 win came against Inter London.
As it looks like the ball is bouncing around the midfield. Montreal finally breaks through. Kismet has it. And that is saved by Sobota.
Ooh, Kismet already coming out strong.
Well, here he is with the corner kick. And that's not going to be troubling anyone, but Montreal still has a chance here as Christus takes it out wide. Bjorkas.
Bjorkas. Oh, free kick.
Looks like Biscuit pushed somebody in the box there. Iodele sends it up to Torres. And once again, Torres is having a bit of trouble up there as he's got no friends and he's pushed out wide. And now it's Biscuit up there and he's got friends. Tries to send it back to either Jaeger or Papasoupolis, and that's not going to reach him. Papasoupolis takes it back. At this point, I'm kind of confused about who has the advantage down there, as Kismet now has it at the top of the box, sends it over the and that is saved by Sobota.
That was a weird flurry going on back and forth.
Max sends it to Koivu, and that is gone. Rainman sends it back over to Mac, who thought he was going to reload for another cross there, but he sends it over to Jeeves. Now he reloads for another cross. Nope. They have so many on there, but Koivu! That's what I was saying. They had so many men on that side, they could not have anybody back there to help Papasoupolis against Koivu.
Oh, dear. Well, all I can say is that was a weird and massive exchange there. Jeeves and Larson managed to see Koivu beating Papasoupolis on the 1v1, and yeah, Rage could not get to the other side in time.
Now Kismet takes the corner. Not much, but we know how dangerous these plays after corners can be. As Christus has on the right wing. Well, not anymore. It's sent towards the middle. And they're just going to take it all the way back.
We'll send the forward.
As Christus is wide open over there, but it's a bit of trouble getting the ball to him.
I think you're just going for possession right now. And, well, not even that.
I think they were looking for a way through, but it's very hard to find those holes in this Cairo defense.
Must have tightened up there, because...
Especially with the lack of movement. As Torres breaks through. Ooh, Lockyer just barely gets in front of that. And that is cleared out.
Oh, that almost worked out so well for Cairo there.
As Cairo tries sending it forward, it's taken back. He has it. They're trying to get this counterattack going, but they're just not fast enough to get the counterattack in there before anybody shows up. But Papasoupolis, and he doesn't take the shot. He sends it into Kismet, and that is blocked. And it looks like the danger is cleared now.
Well, yeah, danger is cleared. That's actually a good play from Papasoupolis to hold off before he circles it back in, but the shot was just easily blocked, which was unfortunate.
I was getting another corner here from Cairo. Torres with a heavy header that's saved by Rage.
Rage on point to notice the difference. Adam Rage is a new player as well for Montreal.
I'm a bit confused because Biscuit looked a bit offside there, and he tries to send to Het, who is definitely offside, and head doesn't get to it, and there's no whistle blown because he didn't even touch it. But Athena still, well, not Athena, Montreal still has the ball. Biscuit.
Oh, did it go through? Oh, free kick.
And now it's offside. Finally, an offside is called at some point in this game.
I was so delayed there.
And that is blocked out by Koivu, but looks like the counterattack is on, and he is moving. Lexington is a bit late, but he's been pushed out wide, and there are friends coming up to help him. But he cannot get it there. Krustis' head takes that out. Now it's moved back around. There's a lot of wide open space on that right wing. And they send it over to the right wing, to Rainman. Ayodele, Koivu. Rainman looks to get a cross in here. Oh, and Mack gets it just under the bar. Davy Mack with a goal that is the second for Cairo, and I don't know what to say for Montreal at this point.
Well, all I can say is this is a Cairo we've come to expect. This is a work of art. Rainman coming in with a great cross, and Mack coming in strong with the header.
It looks like Lockyer was on Mack for a second there, but he pulled off to get over towards Torres. I think he was hoping that Rage would have deterred a clear shot, and he was going to try to block out any sort of attempt to lay it down off for Torres, and that's going to end the half. What do you think?
I think that, Cairo have certainly shown the mark right there. And honestly, I think Montreal, outside of the start, they haven't been as effective there. Papastopoulos has been getting some good balls in, but the chances just haven't been coming strong for Montreal. Been some good defense there from the Egyptian side.
As it looks like Cairo now has it back deep. Sends it over to Larson. He's coming up the left wing, and he does have Torres in the box, but he is very tightly marked by Lexington. Lays it back off to Jeeves, trying to hope to get more up in that area. Ayodele sends it over to Mack. Mack doesn't have anyone around him, but he doesn't have a good angle. He did have the angle! He did have the angle, and he sends it around Rage and into that far post. And that is the third.
You said he didn't have an angle. I think David Mack just heard, and went, bet. Bet. Oh dear, Rage had his ankles broken there as well. He was on his knee.
I mean, that looks like it was supposed to be a cross for Torres. It looked like it was going to be a cross for Torres. Either way, that's a goal.
Great one at that. Oh my word.
But has a chance. Oh, no, he doesn't have a chance. He doesn't. Never mind.
Oh, he did.
Well, he's got... Oh, no, he doesn't have it.
Well, come to Bjorka.
This poor man. Krustis has it alone on the right wing. Sends it... Hey! Finally gets it! He finally gets it. He finally gets his chance, and he finally finishes it. As he passes up one chance, misses out on two more, and finally Krustis takes it out wide and sends it in towards him. No one nearby. And they got one back.
Just no way. I mean, it was about time. It was about time for Hehe and Montreal to get a goal in. But the question is, will the defense actually hold off, and will they come back? Because that's still a 2-goal deficit.
I mean, you're looking at the volume, or at least the quality. Montreal has an XG of 0.9, and Cairo only has 0.6.
Yep.
As that's offside. As Sabota is blinded by the light, that is an offside.
Waits the sun. Sabota, I think we have latest news that Sabota is secretly a Dark Souls fan.
And that cross didn't really go to anyone there. You know, that's one of those things that Hat with another chance. I think he was off. Yeah, he was offside anyway.
That was definitely presenting itself a lot more than I thought it would.
You know, but that earlier cross in there, that's the sort of thing that I like to talk about, which is just even if there's nobody there, just like put the ball in the box. Let's just hope somebody gets there, especially if there's an open space near the penalty spot.
Yep.
As Larson is that Cairo's looking very close to another here.
Yeah. Although Montreal also having issues, Kustis off injured.
Christus does look like he's having a bit of an issue there.
Yep.
So they are playing with only 10.
Jeez.
But it looks like it's going to be over. I don't see much else happening now unless that's an own goal.
An own goal and then another goal out of nowhere.
Looks like they're going to try to get one more possession in, but I don't think that it's Yep.
No.
And it's Cairo wins 3-1 over Montreal. Who do you have as the best player in the game?
David Mack coming up with 2 goals there. And he's my man of the match there. But also just that second goal really was a show of class from him. Just absolutely finding the slot and curving the ball in. Rage had very little chance there.
I mean, the reason why I said he didn't really have the angle is because his angle was closing, but he stopped on a dime, turned around, and got that ball onto the correct foot there. Was able to send it in. Now it's the game that I've been dreading. Hollywood Football Club versus Football Club de Rio. The thing about Hollywood at the moment is that they are playing a 3-man forward line, and that is not a comfortable thing to be going up against, but we're going to see how that works out. What do you think about this game?
I mean, you have a right to be worried about Hollywood, but in my opinion, you should be worried more about one man, because Hollywood is currently the tiki-taka show, as he ran riot in his last game, having a hat-trick against Catalonia, and I'm very sure all the guys in Spain will have a bit of a nightmare moment thinking about him as we start the game.
Sends it over almost immediately in a dangerous position, and that's not very good either. Bouncing off and going backwards. Hollywood already has 3 shots with 1 on goal.
It's not over for you.
Well, you know, as I always talk about Chaos Ball, and one of the main tenets of Chaos Ball is just the volume of shots, making the defense extremely uncomfortable. It doesn't even matter if like they're good shots or not, just like keeping them off guard. It's like very, very hockey-like type of play here. As Tim Possible moves it up. Oh, he almost catches the corner there.
Oh, Tim Connor said that he had a chance and he didn't care. That's Sterling out to Gerrard. Wait, what? This isn't Liverpool. I'm supervising, am I?
Might be.
Oh dear.
And I do want to also mention on the other side, a very interesting tactic is this asymmetrical striker roundup you got there, because Rise and Mayoi are both strikers, but Rise is playing on the left side and Mayoi is in the center. It's leaving that space open on the right for Noodle.
That's definitely a rather unique idea to have there.
It's certainly a choice.
Is it the right choice though?
As Bobby moves it out wide to Jones. Rio has a chance to bring their players back, but that's not going to do anything if Jones gets in behind, but that is over the bar for a goal kick.
Out to Rosier went, but that was just Jones breaking right through.
It's not a pleasant sight to see three Hollywood players back there and having to keep 4 defenders to mind them. They're
gonna have to take good note of that.
As Bobby, It's pushed just over the bar.
Ooh. Good save there for Kong.
And there's the corner. And that's cleared away, but they're going to have to try to adjust for the second wave. Well, I guess second wave didn't do anything. There's another set piece. Rossiter. And that's not going to do much. As Rise sends it forward to no one in particular, Gerard walks over to the ball. I've heard that before.
He won't slip, don't worry. There's no bar currently playing in the SSL.
And Mayoi, the thing about her is that she has no defensive traits, so she's doing a great job marking, but she's not going to make a tackle. She's not going to take that ball away.
No, but Mayoi's task is to score, so...
She runs, she shoot. She is Warren Moon. Taka sends it in. Bobby is making Kong work today with his headers, but it's not getting past him.
That's alright, though. Bobby getting a good aerial presence is something Rio should be very concerned about, because it makes crosses a whole lot more scary to think about.
As Gerard has it on the left wing. Sends it in. Rashford wide open. And that is blocked, but there's... Ooh! That's a penalty! Possible on possible!
How impossible!
Possible on possible violence. Jones steps up for the penalty.
Oh, how will this end?
And they're going to take that home.
Easy as you like from Jones. Digley, would you like to explain about the rivalry between the possible twins? Because it looks like that's built onto the field. And then Jones, well, take it as you will.
Well, they were once brothers, but then some stuff happened, and now they're enemies. Moving on here, my brain, I was about to say Hartford for some reason. Hollywood has the lead, and it looks like Rio has a corner kick here. And Costanza's shot is going to go just wide.
Well, the Rio is still getting some chances in.
They are getting chances. As Rashford has it now. Back over to Possible. Who's marked by Mayoi, who, I don't know why she's that far back, but she is. And the ball bounces around to a very dangerous spot, and they still haven't cleared it yet.
Oh, looks like they have now. If I'm to presume, I think Mayoi could be aware of any issues that could come around, so fair enough. With her pushing back helps on the defense.
Well, we're time, and while bad news for Rio is that they are down 1-0, the good news is that was only a penalty. They've been holding firm against that three-man front line, but unfortunately they haven't really done much themselves. As you look at the XG up there,
0.26. Oh dear.
And Hollywood's got 1.5 XG.
Yeah, that's going to be something Rio needs to fix, and very quickly.
They just need to start creating chances, putting shots on goal. Specifically, they got to start sending the ball over the top at this point. They got a fast runner up at the tip of the spear, and they need to get the ball up to her. As you see on this chart here, with the formation, you see all the players there. The only players doing well is that midfield, because that defense is struggling and the attack isn't really getting anything.
You say that even the midfield is having some issues. Fernandes dropping that ball, and it looks like Hollywood are in free reign to do as they please.
Black trying to get in the passing lane. Isn't there. Pudineska.
Ooh.
Pudineska goes wide. Kong has saved it. Now it's corner.
One goes out.
I was trying to see if there was if there was a real player running onto it, and there was, but didn't get to it in time. As Gerard looks for a way in, Taka. That goes over.
Yeah, Putinetska was left with all the space for his free shot, and Kong really had to be active.
Rio still only has 6 shots, none of them on goal. We're sitting at the 73rd minute here.
Oh, that's going to be very worrying for them.
I mean, I think that their goal is just staving off this Hollywood attack, but problem is that they're not really putting anything forward when they're down one. And you look here, like it's an even number of players between the two teams back there.
Not only that, it's just so concerning for Rio to
Bobby with
see.
another header. Once again, Bobby makes Kong work there.
Yep. Although Hollywood be happy as it is, Rio should be very concerned with how defensive they are, with no counterattack.
And there, finally, Ricky Bobby with a goal off of a header. They kept sending it over to him, and he finally got one in. It is 2-0 now for Hollywood, and that's got to be it for Rio at this point, unless they change things up. But you know how this works. They can't change things up.
It was about time for Bobby as well. Again, open in the box. Rio has left him for their own mercy, and this time Bobby got to tear through.
Once again, Hollywood on the attack. Gerard and Rossiter trying to find the way out. Back over to Jones, and it looks like Kong phases through the post. Almost looks like he walked in, but apparently no.
Oh, there's no invisible.
Takes his time. Takes his time, sends it forward. Fortunately, it's not far enough to hit Mayoi in stride there. Now Hollywood is going to work their way forward. And we're getting a bit of Olay here. Sterling back up to Yarrow. They're going to be content to just passing it around. But Possible takes it all the way up and has moved into the final third, sends it over. Bobby looked to be offside. Ooh. Yep, there's the flag down there.
Oh, yep, I see the flag. I'm going to have to ask you this, out of fairness, but what do you think Rio needs to do back at the drawing board?
They need to not be playing Hollywood. Honestly, it's a very specifically bad matchup for Rio. And there's another penalty. Possible again.
Oh. Impossible.
That's the thing that Rio has trouble with, is I don't think that they have very good defenders at the moment. As Jones gets his second of the day. And that is a killer right there.
That has to be game. 2 penalties given, Jones gobbling them for days.
And both of those penalties conceded by Tim Possible.
I do not want to see what the locker room will be doing to him once the match is over.
So we're going to try to get one last play in, but I don't think that it's going to happen. Rise has the ball. Tim moving up. Nope, he's not. Now he is. He sends it over, and that is going to be sent out wide, and that is it for the game. Hollywood wins 3-0. Kind of expected with the way that Hollywood is sort of built.
That, and also just the unfortunate fact that Rio just did not have anything.
Rio got overrun in the back. You were seeing the same thing as I was with just like the number. You got to win the numbers game first of all, and if you don't do that, then you can't really do anything there, especially if you're defending. And so Rio lost that numbers game. You saw they were even on numbers in the back, and they had to try to keep 4 players back there, but there were always going to be marauding fullbacks. So the moment that there's any sort of counterattack, Hollywood's just going to have the advantage.
Certainly so, but also in the air as well. Just Bobby ran right as we move into Inter versus Tokyo.
That's right. It's Inter London versus Tokyo. What do you think about this game?
Well, both teams need to pick themselves off of very brutal L's. I would like to highlight. Okay, for London, I'm gonna highlight Bud Light Large Box McGurk. Not only is that a killer name, but he has been very effective passing. Pretty much out there with 96% passing, but also some good tackles as well at 67%. And meanwhile, on the other end, will we see a goal from Owen 44? New acquisition coming in for Tokyo.
As that's gonna that corner kick did pretty much nothing. I have seen worse corner kicks, but it's very hard to beat that.
Yeah. Thing is, I wonder how Inter London will try and emulate Afanai in penetrating what looks like a very hard to penetrate Tokyo defense. At least what looks like. Having 7 back there.
O'Connor sends it forward over to the right wing. Clemens is there on his own, but he doesn't really have many blue shirts. He finds one, tackle the ball, and finds another. And they're going to take it back out and try to regroup now. Element of surprise is gone. Send it over to the left wing to Tiam. Tim goads Soderberg into a tackle. Clarence tries to get a shot off, and Tessenfitz just takes it away from underneath him. Nesse there with his own cross. And finally, the crosses are done, but it looks like a big counterattack opportunity for Tokyo as they've got numbers surging forward. But the man who is named after numbers cannot get to the ball, and that is stopped.
Oh, poor 44. He'll have the whole family watching him.
Clarence, just saved by Nudazuki.
Nudazuki. Wait, when you think about it as well, this is.
Breeds is in unclean. He's offside. How much though?
I'm actually not even sure.
Well, looks like there's an injury for Tessenfitz, and that's not going to be good for Tokyo. I don't really know what the what is the point of care here. I don't know what's supposed to happen here. I guess they're just gonna play through.
I'm actually not even sure myself.
I remember the GRSL. They'd just do whatever they can, just remove them, just like a sub. It looks like the simmer is also very confused. I'm pretty sure these specific. I'm pretty sure what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put Botspec out there or some bot because you can't allow Thusenwitz to finish the game, unfortunately.
That's honestly...
That is a massive blow for Tokyo right there.
Very
As now
much
Botsbach is in there, out of position. But he gets a good pass into 44, who almost sneaks it through.
Well, Botsbach really did try there. Oh dear.
Now Tokyo up on the right wing. Back to Siege, talking Fenwa.
The beast.
As Botsbach. The thing is that he's uncomfortable in the wingback position, but he is a left midfielder there. Ooh, Akinfenwa almost sends it over to the top corner, but saved.
That was really close right there.
Siege and Soderberg on the right wing again. Sagi back to Soderberg. Botsbach has a chance, but he's not going to get much on that.
Goes into London's way right now. Ooh.
And that is going to go, that shot from Liang Kuai is going to go wide there. And it's really interesting that Tokyo was holding on a lot of possession in the attacking end for a while there.
Yeah, that's relatively surprising considering, again, you expect quite a lot of defense from this formation.
That's going to go back around to Espequeta. Time to Liang Kuai. He's got numbers there. And O'Connor's shot is saved by Nudazuki. As we're seeing updates from games we've already seen. Soderberg. And his cross is blocked, but he still gets a second chance on it. And that cross isn't really to anybody. As Tokyo will take it back up. Botsbach. The unexpected possible hero to 44! Botsbach with the assist there. He's not even supposed to be here today.
Who told him that? Who told him that? Not Tokyo and not 44 with that assist.
He's not even supposed to be here today. A beautiful pass up for 44.
Onside as well. Pass back with the dime of a ball. 44 with the whereabouts to keep on side for that. Oh my word.
I mean, in game it makes sense, but man, in the league, I think that London might make some sort of complaints about whatever happened there. That Botsbach makes that play.
Oh gosh, it's gonna be like the SSL Season 1 Cup Finals all over again. London fans, you know what I mean.
And it looks like they're just gonna try to hold on to the ball for a bit until halftime here. We're getting Olays as 44 is knocked down off the ball. Isagi takes a shot there, but that ball should have been up forward for 44, but he was pushed over. Don't really know why that wasn't called.
Yeah, that actually takes me by surprise as well.
As Breed's got it.
Oh!
Isagi with the assist. And it's 2-0 going into halftime here.
Tokyo opening up into London with precision.
I'm sorry, Breedis. There we go. I keep saying Breeds.
That's not the right word. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, I have to say that was some great passing there from Tokyo. And rather surprising as well, considering that Inter London is supposed to be ahead on expected goals.
I mean, that's the thing about XG is that it's a good tool for showing how horribly underperforming a team is. And if you've got a high XG and no goals, that means you're doing something wrong in the final third. As we kick off the second half.
Eyes on Guillemine Olivier Aubuchon Touchette. Goat for his fans.
And they're already Ole right at the start. Okay. As Botsbach gets the ball taken away from him. London has a chance on a dangerous free kick here. Turtle. And that's in.
Ooh. Great set piece play there from Inter London.
I think it was Goat who messed up on that. As we see there.
Ooh, yeah.
Misses out on that header.
Yep, Goat, unfortunately, the victim of the turtle apocalypse.
Well, they're moving around. Nesse is free on right wing. They look to try to get a equalizer here. And that header from O'Connor is saved by Nudazuki.
Great work there from Nitsuki himself.
Another dangerous free kick. Oh, the turtle almost gets a second there.
Oh my word. Like, that actually surprises me how efficiently Inter London have been doing on the set piece.
Well, they're getting it in very, very good positions there. O'Connor with another header and a follow-up, but Nudazuki is there. I mean, you have to say, Nudazuki might be the best keeper in the league.
Certainly has been putting in all the effort. Let's see.
As Isagi has the ball, tries to get over to Breedis. Breedis doesn't do much with it.
Yeah. Pretty much a chance left begging there for Tokyo.
O'Connor has it to Lin Kwai. Time. Takes it up the left wing. Sends it in. There isn't really much of a shot there. As, yeah, Clemens's header goes to the ground. It looks very confusing, but it's probably just easily saved by Nudazuki.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like the momentum has kind of shifted over towards London, although Tokyo can attack at any time. And that's what they do here, as 44 almost sneaks it in behind Yeboah.
Good balls coming in from both sides, I have to say. But Inter London definitely getting the more of the killer balls.
Gordon sends it forward to Clemens. Clemens with a chance here. And that's saved by Nudazuki. Newt. Indeed. As London now has the corner kick. That's cleared away, but here comes the second wave.
Might not be.
Yeah, that's a tackle from behind, but it is clean. London has a corner here instead of a penalty.
Very risky there for Misugi, but I guess it works out in the end.
Clements has, and it's a goal! Clements with the, that didn't even look like a header. It looked like it just went in off his shoulder there, chest. Just redirected it towards goal, and that is all level now at 2.
Well, glanced in very efficiently, and oh,
Isagi's shot has to be saved by Yeboah, and it's cleared.
Yeah, virtual Clemens wanted his goal after that tackle from behind from Isagi. That was a pacey ball that delivered, and once again, set pieces proving Tokyo's undoing right now.
Okay, I don't know what just happened there. Nunazuki had the ball and suddenly it transported somewhere else, but now it's Breedis to Isagi. Tokyo's moving around towards the middle. There's a hole there somebody could have run into, but nobody found it, and 44 takes a shot. What?
I think you're about to let it go out.
Okay.
He did.
Well, it's a corner for Tokyo. They'll see if they can get the same sort of luck. It doesn't look like it.
Wait, so.
They do keep the ball, so they got that going for them. And it's getting late in this game, and it might end up square, but just a lot of explosive chances on both sides.
Hey, I'm not sure if Inter London has anything to say about it, seeing that they have the ball.
Nesse up to Clemens. Clemens sends it back, but that's not going to get to anybody in particular. As Paqueta. Moving it up forward to the left wing, now it's Liang Kwai. Liang Kwai again. O'Connor is in the box. I'm surprised that the flag wasn't up there for somebody, but that's going to go out for a goal kick. Not really doing anything there. As 44 just sort of wanders offside. That was very dangerous if that ball had dropped in front of 44, because I think the last player who touched it was a London player. Nudazuki almost looks like he walks out of the box while holding the ball, and I don't think you're allowed to do that.
No, certainly not, but Inter London going in strong
London with another counterattack. O'Connor has it. Takes this shot, and it's a goal. As they sprint ahead now. It's 3-2 for London. Trying to get revenge off of that cup final.
Vindication, they feel. And what a counterattack as well. Liang Kwai, the Grandmaster, getting into O'Connor, and Nutazuki unfortunately beaten.
But there is still time left for Tokyo to do something here.
And they have to come out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what they do. They get a lot of stuff out of nowhere. As Breedis now moves it forward. 44, ooh! Just a bit too slow as the turtle clears it away. Nudazuki, a bit dramatically, grabs the ball. Takes his time, doesn't really have too much of it. And it goes straight back to London. Tokyo's got to feel some urgency here. As London is passing it around. Looks like we're going to start hearing some olays from the fans there. Yep. To Gordon. Gordon tries his shot, and that's saved by Nudazuki, who once again takes his time. The ball drops for their players, but it's not really helping them that much.
Oh, Inter London getting good players on.
That's a foul by Goat. He has not had that good of a game today.
Oh, poor Aubuchon Touchette.
And Kwai over the ball for another free kick. Another dangerous area. And Nudazuki gets up to it and isn't going to take the chance of a header. But it's about a minute left here in injury time. Ooh. And that's not going to be good. Breedis fouls some. I couldn't tell who it was. I think it was the turtle.
I think it was time.
And I think it might be time as we're entering the final minute of injury time. And that's it. It is over. London comes back to win 3-2 over Tokyo.
Vindication for them. And, well, when you think about it, they were definitely the better team. They clutched right up in the third half. Liang Kwai, O'Connell, and who scored the third goal as well?
That was O'Connor and the turtle.
Oh, Turtle as well. Turtle opening things up. And in a way, it was those lapsing moments that got Tokyo out.
And that's gonna do it for us here. That's it. I don't think we've actually fully ended a show before, but we're doing it now. Thank you for watching. Those are our scores for the day, and yeah, bye. I'm Jiggly.
And I'm Project Saint. Hope you enjoyed the match.